Hello and welcome back to Flosstube with Heidi. This is Heidi's Homemade. Um, I recently changed the name of my channel. I shortened it, so it's just Heidi's Homemade now. Um, I thought it was more appropriate, I guess. Um, since now most of my crafting is going to be pretty much cross stitch stuff because that's what I still have. um, and maybe a little random things every now and then. Plus, going back to school, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do much of anything else, but I can make time to do some cross stitching every day or so. So, yeah, let's get on to it. I have a couple finishes, not fully finished, but finishes. I have um, some whips to show you what I'm going to be doing for my 12 by 12 for New Year's Eve. It started out as doing 12. Well, started out I was going to do 6 whips and 6 new starts, but it ended up being 12 new starts because I just can't control myself, I guess. um, but then, well, when we get there, I'll tell you what what I did. But um, I have those to show you, and I have a bunch of hauls to show you. Some stuff I bought for myself, and some stuff I did get for Christmas. Um, yeah, let's just jump right in. So um, we'll start with finishes first. Um, yeah, sorry. I have 2 finishes. A little one and a bigger one. Well, not big, but it's bigger than the other one. So, okay, so we'll start with the little one. This one is a little Christmas ornament. Let me grab the pattern. It's in my um, stuff for my whips for my 12 by 12 because I just couldn't stop stitching when I was getting these ready. So yeah, I just finished it. I did this in um, I don't know, a couple hours while I was watching a movie. Um, it's on really light blue, and I don't know if it's going to come across on the camera. So this is the pattern that I'm doing. I will be doing all 4 of them. And this one is this one here. I don't know. Ooh, there we go. That one with the little, I don't know, it's having a hard time seeing that. It's so small. With the little houses. This is Snowy Petite from Little House Needleworks. It's a really cute little set of patterns for ornaments. I did, this is 14 count Aida. I pretty much only use Aida. I don't like to work that hard to stitch on linen and stuff. So I just pretty much stick with Aida. I might at some point decide to try linen or even weave again. But for now, I'm comfortable with Aida, and that's what I stick with. I usually don't do 14. I usually do 18, 16 sometimes. But for some of my ornaments, because I was gifted a lot of Aida, and I was trying to use for my stash, I have a bunch of it's over there. There. I have a bunch of Aida still left. These are it's so weird. Okay. These here are rolled Aidas. They are all hand dyed Aidas. So they're all different colors and stuff. And then on the shelf right above it, over here, this one. That one over there. It's not really hard to point at it. um, that one has some folded ones that are hand dyed, more like more almost like a tie dyed. So it's got a lot of more blotchy colors in it, which I'm thinking of a couple patterns I just got that might work for some of those. I just has to be a very specific type of pattern because of how splotchy it is. But anyway, let's get back to this one. So this one is the one with the houses on it. So this is on a light blue Ada, and I think it was some old stuff that I had. I just cut it up into 4 pieces to make these ornaments, and I'm hoping the color is actually coming through pretty well. The original pattern did not call for the backstitch that I put around the houses, but I thought that the light blue, I can't tell where I'm supposed to be putting this. There we go. I thought that the white on the light blue background just washed out. So I still like it on the light blue, and I think once I do a full finish on it, which I'm not going to do until I do all 4 of them, I thought that the back stitching was kind of needed. So I went in and I put some back stitching around the houses, and I think it made it look really cute. Yeah. I think they came out really cute. So yeah. So that's that. That is one of the 4 from this one. And they did blue and like a neutral color. I was planning on doing them all on blue, and I think if I do that, because there's a lot of, it's really hard to see this pattern, but there's right here there's a snowman, and then the one on the top, that one has has this little like couple snow, like there's like a girl snow person and a guy snow person, and I'm thinking about just taking like a light gray or something and backstitching around them so they kind of pop a little bit more on the blue fabric, because I've already decided that I like the blue fabric. I just wanted to pop just a little bit more, and I think that once I finish them and choose colors for the back, which will bring it in more, I think because I'm thinking I'm gonna finish them with like a green behind it, so I think it's gonna pop it a little bit more. I'm hoping it pops it a little bit more. Otherwise, I might have to go in and put a little bit more backstitching around the entire outside, I think, just to kind of make that white stand out from the light blue. Okay, anyway, so that's finish number 1. That's the little one. And I'll put that back like this so it doesn't get lost. And this one I'll put to the side. All right, and then this one is my second finish. This one, I really enjoyed stitching this one. This one is a pattern from a mystery box from, I think it was 2 years ago now, from Forbidden Fibers. Let's see. This one is Modern Tidings, I think is what the name of it was. It's still available through through Forbidden Fibers. They still have it on their site. I saw it last time I was on it, like a couple weeks ago, I think it was. And this was from their Valentine's Day in Downton Abbey box. It came with the fabric. The fabric is their hand-dyed fabric. It's in this looks like 18 count. It's 18 count, I believe, and it's called Contessa. And the color is actually coming through really well. That is like a true read from what I can tell. It's like a purpley color, and then the floss came with it as a whole kit, and the floss is all hand-dyed small batch cotton floss. So I used everything that it was called for on that guy. So those are my 2 finishes. for this time. I've only finished a handful of things this year, and I'm assuming that's probably going to be my last finishes for the year. I don't think I'm going to be working on anything to completion before New Year's Eve. I don't think I'm going to finish anything on New Year's Eve because I'm doing the 12 by 12, so it's only like an hour per thing. So I don't think I'm going to be able to finish anything on New Year's Eve. But I do stitch almost every day, so I might have something coming up. I don't know. Okay, so those are my finishes. Let's move on to whips. So I'm only going to show you my whips that I'm going to be working on, because at this point they're more like whips than new starts. There's a couple that are still what I would consider new starts, but there's several that I've actually stitched on. So let's jump into that. They're not in any kind of order. I don't know what order I'm going to be doing them in when I stitch for New Year's Eve. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to grab whatever bag comes first. So this one, this bag I got for my birthday. My boyfriend's mom got it for me from my Amazon wish list, actually. So, and it's really cute. It's gusseted, so it's got like a little bit of a like stand, which helps fit stuff. It is a little small, so anything bigger than something like this is not going to fit in here without really folding it up. And this I just kind of curl and put in there to make it fit. So I have it kit up with three more pieces of the light blue Ada and all of the floss, pair of scissors, and a needle threader in there, because that's how I kit up everything. I always kit up with a pair of scissors and a needle threader and of course a needle, so that way, because I do take stuff and stitch on it actually at my local library with some of my friends. So there's times when I'm just going to grab something and go, and I don't want to be searching around to find scissors and everything, so I just throw everything in there. That way when I grab it, it's ready to go and I can stitch on it faster. And that's the whole idea, right? Having it easy and at hand. Okay, so that's one, technically three, but one. Okay. Then my fancy project bags. So when I was kitting these up, I was like, what am I going to use for project bags? I didn't want to use just regular Ziploc bags because I'm not that cheap, I guess. So I have a bunch of these reusable sandwich bags, basically, from Grove. I order from Grove all the time. I have a lot of recycled and environmentally friendly stuff that I use. So I get these a lot as like my free gift for ordering. I order these a lot for those, simply because I don't know what else to get. And I've literally never used these to store food. So I decided, especially these bigger bags, there we go. Especially these bigger bags, because that is a really good size bag to store cross-stitch stuff in. So, and it has a better seal than like a regular Ziploc, so that's good too. So this one is actually 3 different patterns. This is the PDFs from Stitching with the Housewives. One I started because my thought process was I would kit up all my stuff, have it ready for the 12 by 12 for New Year's Eve. And in kitting it up, I went ahead and found the center of my project, because I'm a center starter, usually, 90% of the time. Every once in a while I'll start in a corner because it makes more sense. But for the most part, I am a middle starter. So I went through all of my projects and I found the middle and I stitched a couple stitches just so that I would be able to see it and go faster for New Year's Eve. Some of them I just continue stitching. So they are more like whips than new starts. But this one and the one I just showed you have multiples in it. So basically, out of this one piece of fabric, I'm going to get all three of these patterns. So I got Hello Summer, I got Lemons for Sale, and I got Fresh Lemonade. Do you see a theme? My kitchen is all lemony stuff. So I am working on doing a couple things for my kitchen. It's not a holiday, which is why I chose these to do, because I do so many holiday related cross stitches that I wanted something that wasn't holiday. So so this is the one that I started with, the Hello Summer. And I've actually got it like really close, more than halfway done. And I'm doing it, oh, that really shows up really well. Okay, so I'm doing it with DMC. It's called for the Classic Colorworks, which I've never used and I don't have any of. And I didn't want to order any when I have like all kinds of DMC. I have so much DMC, guys. Like, okay, right here, all of that is DMC completely by number. And right here, they're actually washi tape containers, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of them almost completely full, a full skein DMC, and I have a 7th one with the specialty floss from Forbidden Fiber Co. Because I belonged to their Floss of the Month club for a couple of years. So I have like a whole container full of those, which I've only used the once, and I have never like substituted. I think I might do that for some of the ornaments I have coming up. But because my fear for those, off topic, but my fear for those is I'm gonna start working on a project with one and I'm gonna run out and I'm not gonna be able to get more because they're not as consistent with the dyeing and availability as some of the other ones like Colorworks and Weaveside Works and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my fear of using those. Anyway, back to my whips. So this I am stitching on 18. It looks like 18 count. I'm using stuff from my stash. So this is, I believe it's 18 count. It is navy Zweigart Ada, and they did theirs on black, but I think that the navy really looks cool with the yellow and the it's ecru is the color that I used for. It's not white, it's ecru. So what I did is I pulled up a conversion for Classic Colorworks for the DMC, and I got the closest colors I had to what the conversion said. And so I just went with that. I kind of tweaked, the only one that I didn't go exactly with was the yellow because I didn't like the yellow with the blue. So I went with a slightly brighter yellow, which these are all the colors that I'm using. And they look really nice with this. The yellow I ended up going with is a really bright yellow, 444. And it really pops on that navy. Anyway, this is New Starts Whip number 2. And once I finish, if I finish that, then I will move on to one of the other ones. This one I have enough to do 4 because they're all about the same size. So I have enough to do 4, one in each little quadrant, and it'll be plenty of space to be able to finish. And I might even, once I stitch all 4 of them, I might even be able to get like one more from like the center of it. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. This came out of a kit. This actually came out of my Christmas stitch along from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I got the stitch along, and of course it was a mystery, so I didn't know what it was. And I really, honestly, I really didn't care for it that much. And I don't know. I don't know what it was about it, and it might just be right now. I don't like it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna stitch that anytime soon. I'm gonna use the fabric from that in something else. So that's what I did. I used it for this because I will stitch this now and versus maybe someday. All right. So let me see here. Okay, more sandwich baggies. These are great size, by the way. I love these. I don't remember which one this was or anything, but these, all these like vinyl plasticky bags are from Grove, in case you're wondering. This one came in a 3-piece, so I have 3 of these. Most of these that I have came in like 3-piece sets, 3 or 4-piece sets. So, for my next one, so my next 3 came out of this magazine. So I did photocopies of the patterns, and so I'm just going to show you, I think, yeah, they're all on this cover, so I can just show you on the cover. So so this first one that I'm doing is this one here. It's called, it's so glary, Scandi Christmas. It's like a Scandinavian, like to me it looks like a Scandinavian sweater, but it's called Scandi Christmas. That one is the first one I'm going to show you. And then I'm doing this truck here, only I'm not going to do it as a cutout ornament. I'm just going to do a solid truck. So I'm not going to cut out this little piece right here. It's really hard to see, but like the back window is cut out. And then the wreath has a bunch of beads. I'm not going to put the beads on it. I'm just going to stitch it, and I might put the bow on it though. That's kind of cute. And then the third one is, oh, where am I? This one. The Baking Spirits Bright is the third one that I set up. So those, the only one that I really have anything to show on is Scandi Christmas. So this one I stitched a little bit on Christmas Eve on that one. So that's like almost directly in the center. The hearts are the center of the pattern. And that's how wide it is. This is on 18 count white generic Ada. I actually cut this piece off of a huge piece that I bought from Amazon like a year or 2 ago. And I've just been cutting pieces off of it as I want it. So this is the size of the width of the ornament. And that's what I've got done on it so far. It's actually a pretty decent start. Okay, that's that one. There's only 3 colors in that one. I can't show you the pattern because it is the pattern. So, and then I keep going the other way. The next one, this one is this little truck, and I only have, this one I actually did the correct way when I started it. I actually started it with just a little line, just a few stitches. This is what I meant to do on all of them to get my starts ready for my stitching. This is 14 count, and this was on, I think it's called Antique White. It was a really old one from my stash. In fact, I have another one. It's up there. It is from, oh, that one's an 18 count, but I think that's Charles Croft. It's really stiff. It's not the funnest to work on, but it's fine for these little ornaments. So this coming up year, 2023, is going to be a year of smalls. I'm doing it on purpose. This one has actually like a lot of colors. It has a lot of colors for how small it is. I'm doing it on purpose because I am going back to school. My classes start on the 1st, so I'm trying to be realistic on how much time I'm going to have to stitch, but I also want to be able to finish a few things and not feel like I'm not getting anything done, accomplished, other than school stuff. So that's why I'm doing like a year of smalls. I still have my normal stuff in rotation, and I will stitch on that stuff. And I have a really big Christmas street that I'm still working on, and I work on it at least once a month because I blog about it. And at some point, I will show it to you guys because I think I have never actually shown it on my Flosstube. Because I show it in my blog. It's the only thing I show on my blog for the most part. So yeah, anyway. This one is, I believe it goes this way. This is the baking one. And like I said, this is what I meant to do, is just do a couple stitches just so that I could see where to start from. And of course, I marked the pattern in the middle so that I knew where the middle point was. But yeah, again, that one looks like that. Baking Spirits Bright. I thought it was kind of cute. I'm just doing a bunch of different types of Christmas ornament stuff, and you'll see that in my fall, from what I ordered for myself, is a bunch of like Christmas ornaments, because I decided that doing like a year of smalls, I would just do a bunch of Christmas ornaments and have like the Christmas ornament tree. If you watched my last video, you would know that my storage unit burned down. So all of my quilting stuff, pretty much all of my yarn stuff, other than what you see behind me on the shelves over here, that's all the yarn I have left. Because it just wasn't in the storage unit, it was just sitting on the shelf here. 2 sewing machines, a bunch of stuff, so much stuff. All got lost in the fire. So that is why I said that pretty much my only craft now is going to be cross stitching. Oh, and diamond painting. I still have my diamond painting. Though I don't see diamond painting so much as a craft, more of a hobby. Anyway, next, this guy is Halloween. So basically, almost all of my 12x12 stuff is either Christmas or Halloween, because those tend to be the 2 things I stitch the most of. So this one is from Just Cross Stitch Halloween. I'm trying to see. I believe it is from, yeah, it's from the 2022 magazine. Yeah, because I have 22 and 21 sitting here. So it's from this magazine, and I have four, I think, from this magazine. I'll keep it handy in case I need to show you a picture. So this is Potions, And just like the other ones, I had intended to do like a line and call it a day. And I did a little bit more than a line, so I actually have something to show you guys. It's not a lot, but it's more than a line. This one. Here. So I actually did quite a bit. That was about I didn't stitch on it that long. It was like an hour, maybe an hour. I don't know. It wasn't very long. It wasn't a movie length. So yeah. So there's that. And I don't remember which fabric this was. I think this was the same one. I think this is the same one that the truck was. It's definitely a 14 count. Alright, so there's that one. And these, guys, I'm telling you, these little bags are great. And I can seal it back up again and not like have like a bunch of crinkling and creaking and zipping and stuff. Other side. Okay. Next is this one here. This is Reindeer Gnome by Les Petits Crocs. From their Gnome collection, it says. I got the pattern from 123 Stitch. Almost all of my recent patterns I've gotten from 123 Stitch. So this is the pattern. And I've actually stitched quite a bit on this one because I couldn't help myself. I really couldn't. So this one is on 18 count. And I have his like entire hat. All of the red hat is done. Because I cannot help myself. And this is white. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's just white. So, yep, there's his hat and the little ornament hanging down from it. Yep, that's about a movie. About a movie time. Yep. When I started it, when I put it together and started it for my 12 by 12, I just put in a couple of these stitches right here, and then I sat and I did the rest of those stitches and then the next colors. Basically, I just worked on a color until I had it done, and then yeah, that's about a movie. That's about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours maybe. Okay. Like I said, they were sort of new starts. Some of them have turned into whips. Alright, next is a caterpillar cross stitch. And it is, if I can get it out of here. This is one of their monthly subscription box ones. So this is a kit. This is Hocus Pocus. So this is the one that they partnered with Autumn Lane to create this one. So I thought that was kind of cool. I have a bunch of Autumn Lane patterns. And it's a Halloween stitch, obviously. It's really cute. I had intended to start it before Halloween, but I wanted to finish their Halloween stitch along before I started this one. And then I started other stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I am going to go ahead and start this for my 12 by 12. And I just put a few stitches in. So I was true to the start on this, and I don't even remember which way this was going. I'm not sure, but I have 3 stitches, 3 little stitches. And that's really, like I said, that was my goal for these, was just to do enough stitches to see where the center was so I could just pick it up and go. And yeah, that did not happen for most of them. All right, moving on. Okay, so these are from the Halloween. This one is what I'm calling Raven Moon. I think that's what it's called in the book. Okay. So this one, Raven Moon, and I am doing it on 14 count. And this one is on 14 count. It's called, it's called Black Magic is the name of the hand-dyed Ada. And this is from, hang on, let me get the name. I get a lot of them from the same place. And it is from Vintage Needle Art on Etsy. And I actually have another roll of it in 18 count, but this one is 14 count. So that's 14 count. And all I have is the bottom of the moon. The bottom of the moon is what I have started right there. So it's a little bit more than a couple stitches, but it's not a full-on width yet. But I thought that fabric would look really cool with that. And that is coming pretty true to color there. So that is that one. Okay. Then I cut that off of, I had a piece of that and I cut it three pieces out of for it. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I'm missing one. Okay. Next is Halloween tree, like a little Halloween ornament from the, which year was that one from? It's either out of 22 or 21. I'm not seeing it like right off the bat. I'm not sure. But it's from the Just Cross Stitch, it's the Halloween either 22 or 21 special edition one. So like I did with the other one, I just printed off the pattern to put it in my bag. And that one I stitched, I took one piece and stitched until I ran out of floss. And so this one I possibly could get done on New Year's Eve. It's a possibility. So this is what I have so far for my little Halloween tree. This is, like I said, just maybe an hour's worth of stitching. Not much. But it's so small, and it's just black. Just black. It's supposed to, I will probably stitch it in white. But the white that you see on there is supposed to be glow in the dark. I don't have any of that, and I totally forgot about looking for it. I went to the craft store today and picked up some more floss because I'm doing all these Christmas ornaments and I had like no red. I went through all of my floss and I had like a couple skeins of red and that was it. So I'm like, I need red. So I went to pick up some more red and I totally didn't even think about it until I just grabbed this out of the thing. I'm like, oh, I should have looked for glow in the dark thread. It's supposed to be glow in the dark. I don't really care if it's glow in the dark. It doesn't make any difference to me. So I'm probably just going to use whites or ecru to do the moon and the little accents on there. Honestly, I think ecru would look kind of cool on this fabric, but we'll see when I get to that point. And it's just a little ornament, so. And that is on the Black Magic. And then the other piece of the Black Magic that I had, because I just cut it for the big piece, and I had enough from a piece that was left over to cut these two out of. So this one is, I'm calling it Oops. I'm not sure what it's, oh, it's called Trouble Driving a Stick. And this is what it's, that's what it looks like. In my tracker that I'm using, I just call it Oops. I thought it was really cute, and I thought it would look really cute on this Black Magic fabric. And this is what I have so far. Basically, I just stitched until I had that color done. There's actually a lot of colors in this little bitty pattern, but I just basically stitched until I had that color done. And I think it really looks nice on this fabric. It's really coming up really good in the camera. I was actually a little worried because I'm filming at night today, which I don't normally do. And I was a little worried that my fabrics would look washed out. But it seems to be working. I mean, look at how many colors. That's a ton of colors for this little bitty ornament thing. All right. Anyway, moving on. So the last one I have to show you. Oh no, the second to last one. I think. I don't remember if I counted this other one. So this one is also from the Halloween. This one has a ton of colors in it too, which is weird. So this one is Ghoul Whip Hot Chocolate. I'm just calling it Ghoul Whip in my tracker. I thought it was super cute. And I'm doing it on a little piece of what was, this was the last little piece that was left over from the one that I did the truck on. I've got like the Cool Whip done. So I basically just stitched until I had all that light gray color done. And then I'll add the next color. But yeah, that's, I mean, I guess that's a pretty decent start. Only stitched on it for maybe half an hour, maybe. So I think it's going to look really cute on this color though. It's like, it's not quite oatmeal. It's more smooth than oatmeal. It's like a putty color. So I think that'll look cute on that one. All right. So that is, oh, one more. Hang on. This one, I honestly don't know. Is that 12? This might be the 13th one I'm showing you. I'm not really sure. I lost count. But when I count them up again, and if I need a 12th one, this is what I'm going to do. I was waiting for fabric to come in. These are going to be my other new start if I need it for the 12. I mean, I'll probably start it, but now that I have fabric for it, and I'll show you that hold on just a minute. So I don't know which one I'm going to start with. I have the colors all kitted up here. But this book is super huge, and I ordered a new bag to put this big book in because I'm not going to fold this book, obviously. So I got all my stuff together, and I figured when I got a bigger bag, I would just throw it all together in the bag and be done. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know which one I'm going to start with. I'm thinking, because I'm already doing a truck, I'm probably not going to start with the truck. I'm probably, honestly, because I don't have any Santa ones going right now, I'd probably start with this one. And I am not, as you could probably tell, I am not a seasonal stitcher. I don't care what I'm stitching on. Every once in a while I'll be like, you know what? It's Christmas. I want to stitch on something Christmas, but I almost always have something Christmas going on, so it doesn't make any difference. So that is the next one that I'm going to be kitting up if I need it for the 12 by 12. Otherwise, I'll get it up probably shortly. Who are we kidding? You know, starting stuff is its own, like, addiction, I guess. So, sorry. Okay, so that is all of my finishes, my whips. Now all I have is a bunch of haul to show you guys. I'm going to start with patterns. Okay, so I swear, these things do not want to have me messing with them. I've gotten quite a few patterns. Like I said, some of them were stuff that were given to me for Christmas, and then most of them I bought myself. So I'll start with the patterns that were given to me for Christmas, which really is one book, but there's a lot of patterns in it. So I'm sure you guys have probably seen this. Mini masterpiece. This way. Okay, mini masterpieces. This must be a book that they like did through Amazon or something, because nowhere on it does it say who actually did the book until you get to the very back. And so this is from Kiko and Gabby Kiko are the authors of this book. And there's 50 miniature artworks in here. I have seen these and I've wanted to do these for so long, and I put them on my Amazon wish list for Christmas, and I got it. I was so excited. I was flipping through it, and at first I'm like, you know what? I want to do them all in one really big piece. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, there are several from the same artist in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a piece that's big enough to put all the ones from the same artist on, and figure out spacing and everything, and do it like that. Because there's several Van Goghs, there's several Monets, there's a couple Da Vinci's, there's a lot of ones in here, and then there's some in here that I'm like, but I actually have some miniature masterpieces from another place I have that are downloads that I could print off and add to it, I think, if I needed to. But this is a really awesome book, and I did a really good job on it. If anyone has been thinking about getting it, I would get it. It's a really good book, and the patterns are super easy to see and follow, so I think that it would be good if you were interested in it. Alright, so that is a book of patterns, number 1. Okay, the rest are actual patterns that I got. These are all from 123 Stitch, not from the same order. These are from two or three separate orders that I placed within days of each other. They all kind of arrived whoops. So yeah, alright, so we'll start with big ones and move on to small ones. Not that the pattern, like, whatever. Okay, so I had been wanting to get a Long Dog sampler for a while. I don't like samplers. Like, I'm not a sampler person. So, like, the Long Dog samplers speak to me more because they don't look like samplers, I guess. So this is the one I picked up. Honestly, I don't even know why I picked this one. There's another one that I really wanted, and I don't know why I didn't order it. This one, I know I ordered it because it was on sale or clearance or something. It was like $8 or something. I don't know. So I think I ordered it simply because it was on sale, and I wanted to see it, like, maybe before I ordered the bigger one. I'm not sure. So this one is Rose Marquis. Yeah, Rose Marquis Long Dog sampler. And it's pretty, but it has a bit of black work in it, and I'm not a fan of black work. I actually am thinking about giving this to a friend of mine. That, or maybe I'll do a giveaway. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. I have a friend who does a lot of black work and really enjoys it. I, on the other hand, do not at all enjoy black work. I don't enjoy backstitching at all. Um, she keeps telling me that if I, even though I don't like backstitching, she's like, I think you'd like doing black work, and I'm like, I don't want to. Just the thought of it kind of gives me anxiety. So yeah, so yeah, this is one, and then next I got the Prairie Schooler Kris Kringle. It's book number 62. I got this one. Sorry, the glare is just horrible. I got this one to make Christmas ornaments with, and I thought that they were really cute because it's like kind of like the old-fashioned type Santas, and it really reminds me of my boyfriend's mom collects Santas, and some of these actually remind me of some of the ones that she has. So, so yeah. My mom used to collect Santas years and years and years ago, until she lost like the entire collection, and yeah, then she started collecting snowmen. But yeah, so that's that one. Then I got Prairie Schooler, A Merry Mini Surprise, book number 215. Honestly, one of my goals when I was looking at these, like what patterns to get, was to get something that had multiple pieces in it, so that way I would be getting my money's worth out of the pattern, I guess. So yeah. Okay. Then I got Rudolph's Reindeer Games by Cherry Hill Stitchery. I've seen the pattern, not really stitched up, but I've seen the pattern on several Flosstubers, and I think it's just really cute. And I'm not religious, so I tend to stay away from like the more religious stuff. But like cutesy things, as long as it's not too cutesy, I like. So I thought this was cute, and I thought if I did it on a small enough count that it would be small enough to be an ornament, or maybe a larger ornament. But yeah, because I'm really shooting for doing stuff that is ornament-like. And then, let's see, this one I love. I absolutely love this one. Winter Solstice. And this one is Joan Elliott design. I'm not even sure, but I love this one. I need to see. It says for a 14 count, the finish size is 10 by 23 and like 10 inches wide and 23 inches high. I might have one of my specialty fabrics that's over here that might work for this. Otherwise, I might need to find a fabric that will work for this. I think there's only like 2 colors in here. There's like a gray and a black, from what I can tell on the pattern. I haven't opened it to look at the instructions yet. But this one, I just love this one. This is me, very me. And I've never done one. This is the type of sampler that I like, because that's, to me, this is a sampler. I'm not sure if that's what everybody would call it, but yeah, it's gorgeous. And I really, really want to start this. Really want to start there. Okay, next. All right, so now I'm getting into my smaller ones. Okay. So, let's see. I got Noel in Red, Christmas in Red by Lila's Studio. They are Christmas sweaters. I thought that these were really cute, and obviously they are ornament size. Um, they have there's a lot of colors in here for how small these are, but there's 4 different patterns, and you could do these in whatever color you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be red, other than maybe this one up here and this one over here. Ooh, that one. Those in the colors, but this one here and the one up in this corner, this one. Those could be any color you want them to be, honestly. And I don't know if I'm going to cut them out the way that they have it in their finish, but I think that they would be really cute. Or maybe like together, or like double-sided ornaments. That might be cute. So there's that one. And I have like the brother to that, Christmas in Blue, by Lila Studio. This one I saw first, and I really, really liked it. And then I saw this one. I'm like, okay, I'll get both of them. If there's another one, if I come across a Christmas in green or something, I will probably order it. Because I think that these are super cute, and they're not, they're Christmassy, but they're not like religious Christmassy, so. Okay, moving on. My next one is a Lizzie Kate, and it is Tiny Tidings XX. So Tiny Tidings 20, number 172, and it's got 5 patterns. That one. And I thought that these were cute. The only one that I might not do would be this one. That one is my least favorite out of all of them. But I don't know. We'll see. So I guess I have names. There's Noel, Snow, Snowy House, Dashaway, and Patchwork. So there's that. And then I got my next 3 are all from Crochet a Go-Go. Is that? I don't know. It's designed by Dorigo Michaela. So this one is Christmas Green Chic. And there's 6 different patterns on that one. Again, very cute. Simple, basic. Something I could probably stitch up in a night or 2. So I think I'll be showing a lot of finishes on my channel coming up in the near future, because I'm going to be doing a lot of these little ones, and there'll be, I think, a lot to show, because they'll stitch up fast. Same designer, and this is Winter Joy. I really enjoy this one. Not sure. I really, really, really like this one. And it's really hard to see because it kind of washes out. But I really like, honestly, I like all of the little patterns. There's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7 patterns on that. They have them in little pillows, but I'm going to do them in little ornaments, because they're all going to be going on my tree next year. And like I said, I don't mind doing Christmas stuff in spring, whatever, I don't care. The last one is 12 Christmas Vintage Series. And this one, it says Home for Christmas, and it's like a door with like a sleigh. I thought it was cute. So that was that one. And then I just have a couple more. So I'm sure you guys have seen these before. Um, I want to get all of them. Um, so this is A Year in the Woods by Cottage Garden Samplings, and this one is the fox. So I started with the ones I really, really, really wanted. I'm not sure how I plan on doing these, if I want to do them all together or separately, I'm not really sure. But I started with the ones I really wanted. So I got the fox, and then I got the reindeer, which is number 12. So fox is number 1, and the reindeer is number 12. So I got those two, and the other ones are in my wish list on 123 Stitch. And I plan on, the next times I place orders, I plan on like ordering like 1 or 2 of them to get the whole set eventually. So hopefully they don't run out of them or something. All right, the next one is super cute, and I have a fabric for this in mind, so I'm probably going to get this up very soon. So this one is from Waxy Moon Designs, and if you can't stir with the big girls, stay away from the cauldron. I love it. It is so flipping cute. I like it so much. I have an orangey, I think it's called Persimmon, but I have like an orangey fabric that I have in mind for this. And it calls for black, but I'm thinking I might do the orangey fabric with a dark gray, like 3799 or something like that. I have a bunch, and I just think that this is the cutest thing. I love it. I really do. I really, really like this one. I was waiting for this to come, and it didn't come in before I kitted the other ones up for the 12 by 12. Otherwise, I totally would have kitted this one. Okay. Last one to show you guys for patterns is Ink Circles. This is Fire, Burn, and Cauldron Bubble. This is the third of 4 Halloween-inspired mandalas, and that is this one. It's so shiny. Okay. I really like the Halloween-inspired ones, and I did not realize that they have so many. I knew about the which one is it? I think it's the white one that they show here at the bottom. But I did not realize that they had the other ones too. So I might look for those other ones as well. I think that once I started stitching on this one and the one I just showed you, I think that these would go super, super fast because it's all one color. I think it would go really fast. Same thing on this. I think I might have a fabric that would look cool on, that this would look cool on. I don't know. It's kind of dark, and I don't know. I either have to do solid black on it or solid white. But I think there's like enough white splotches on it that the white might not show up. I'm not really sure. I really don't know, and I don't know if it's a big enough size either. I would have to see. But anyway, this is the last pattern I have to show you. Now I have some fabric. So I got a bunch of fabric so I got some for Christmas and I got some for myself. I ordered a bunch of generic Ada from Amazon on my wish list. Because that's what we did this year. We just like put like a bunch of stuff on a wish list, and everybody just kind of picked from the wish list and stuff like that, or to get an idea, you know. I'm sure we're not the only ones who do that. So this one is what I got for Christmas. It is 14 count, and there's like a beige, a forest green, a Christmas red, very Christmas red, This is like a light yellow. It's really hard to see in the camera, I think. There's a light blue, white, black, I think that's it. Yeah. So that is the pack that I got for Christmas. And then I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered, because a lot of the ornaments that I want to do would look really good on black. So I ordered black, and this one is 6 pieces, and this is, it doesn't say on here, this is 14 count. So this is 14 count, 6 pieces, and this is, that was a little bit stiff. This one is not stiff at all. Sorry, I should have opened this before. I took these out a little earlier. This is super flimsy, which will actually feel better in the hand, but for doing the little ornaments, I actually kind of like it a little bit stiffer. But I think that'll be nice for some of those Christmas ornaments. It really pops some of the colors for the Christmas ones. Alright, and then I got this one, and these are 18 count, and they're supposed to be 6 pieces of 18 count. So I got a black 18 count, and these are stiffer. A navy color 18 count, a light blue. So these 3 pieces are fairly stiff. These 3 pieces are a little bit flimsier. So I got 2 different colors of gray, and I don't know if my camera, yes, my camera is going to show you that. So one's like an elephant gray, and one's like a cement gray. And then this one is like an oatmeal color. So basically, I got a bunch of different colors to make a bunch of different Christmas ornaments on. And I think, because I want like different, I don't want them all to look the same. So I'm thinking I might use this gray for these. I think that will look kind of cool. I like it. Once I put the floss on there, I might decide to go with the lighter gray, but I think that that darker gray is going to be the one that I pick for that. And they sent me patterns. Oh, that one came with like a little extra piece of like an oatmeal color. And they sent me these free patterns, and they're free, so I'm just going to show really quick these guys. So I have 2 of those, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to offer to send those to anybody who wants them. So if you're watching this video, in the comments below, I have 2 copies. So depending on how many people comment between now and my next video, which will be probably about 2 weeks from now, if you want those patterns, I will put them in an envelope and send them to you. Please put in the comment, let's see, something about a cat. Say cat, just something with a cat, and I'll do a random comment picker, and I'll give away those 2 patterns. You'll get the one with the little girl, and well, I guess it's a bride and a groom, and then with the kitten chasing the butterfly. So you'll get two different patterns. So yeah, just in the comments, do not put giveaway or anything like that. Just put cat in your comments. The 18. All right, so this one is 18. Yes, 18 counts. And these are slightly stiffer. And it came with a little sliver of navy. It might be big enough to do a couple of like a little ornament, maybe. Not really sure. They're very small little slivers. So, okay. I got, it's like a beigey. It's kind of getting blown out a little bit. It's darker than what it looks like on the screen. And then there's a lighter, almost gray, but not quite. They're very neutral tones. Basically, they're just like, there we go. They're all just kind of neutral tones and ending in white. So there's like white, off-white, cream, like an oatmeal color, like in between, like a grayish oatmeal color. Sorry, a grayish oatmeal color, and then like a very pale brown. And those are 18 counts. And these are, I want to say that each of these packs were only like between $15 and $20. So you're getting quite a bit of fabric for the cost. Okay, and then I got these two. It just came in Amazon today. And these are printed. Which ones are these? Okay. Alright, so these I purposely bought because they have snowflakes on them. So this is 14 counts, and it's gray with snowflakes. And I thought that these would look really cute. And let me see, are they all the same? They're slightly different. There's four. Looks like there's two of each, honestly. But they're a really pale gray with the snowflakes. And I thought that they would look really cute with the Christmas ornaments that I would like to make. Since I'm making a lot of Christmas ornaments this year, I thought that that would be a really cute background for some of them. And actually, now that I'm saying that, those Christmas ones, maybe. This one is these also. This is 14 count, I believe. And I thought these would actually look pretty good. Let me change size here. These would actually look pretty good for Christmas ornaments as well. They kind of have like stars. Depending on where you stitched. But they're like printed. They're fairly stiff. They're not super stiff, but they're fairly stiff. So that's all the fabric that I got. I also bought this from 123 Stitch. I ordered a bunch of ones like this off of Amazon today. So this is an awesome size. So when I was rearranging my craft room, if you watched my last video, you can see that it's cleaner in here. I put some stuff away and rearranged some stuff. I was going through my stash and do this shelf unit here, which will get filled in a little bit more when I put all this stuff back. Some of the stuff, because Arizona is so dusty. Nobody tells you that. It's so dusty here. some of the stuff I had was so dusty, like old whips that like I actually ended up throwing away because one, I didn't want to clean them, and because I had let them sit on the shelf and they just got so much dust on them. But like there was a reason they were sitting on the shelf because I did not have any intention to work on them. But after that, I'm like, I need to have bags for everything, so that way they don't get all dusty and get ruined. So I ordered a bunch of bags, along with I still have several of the girls' bags left as well, but those are more for projects. Where that type of bag I plan on using more for like um, I have fabric up here. I can't eat. I can't. It's over there. All right. I also on Amazon bought um, some foam boards, some foam sticky boards, and these are self-adhesive sticky boards to use for finishing. These were there's 10 of them, and I want to say it was like $20, so they are $2 a piece for these, and they are 11 by 14 boards, and they are foam core boards, so they're thicker. So if you are someone who puts batting in between, this might be an option because then you have that thickness without having to have a separate piece of material. Thoughts? Anyway, one side is sticky, one side is not. Um, let's see. I stopped at Hobby Lobby today, the craft store that I went to. I wasn't gonna say I went to Hobby Lobby, but that's okay. And I needed a bunch of red floss because after going through my stash, I realized, especially this one, 321, I had like one skein of it, and I needed a lot of it to do the ornaments that I want to do. So I picked up a bunch of red floss, that one and another color that I wasn't sure I had. Oh, 666. For some reason, I only have one of those. I think I probably just used them. And then, sorry, I got like fuzz on my lips. Then, when I was sitting there staring at the flosses, I was looking and I used to have all of the variegated floss by DMC, and I don't know what happened to it, but I don't have it anymore. And after doing the Downton Abbey one that I finished, I kind of I do not enjoy stitching with the floss because I don't like doing one stitch at a time and a full stitch unless I have to because that's the way pattern goes. But to do one stitch at a time when I could be doing the rows is annoying to me, but I like the way it looks. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll give these a shot on some of the Christmas ornaments. Because some of them, like the variegated red and stuff, and the variegated green, might look really cute on some of these ornaments that I've got. Anyway, so I got all of variegated colors. Then, because I have Christmas ornaments on the brain, they were having some sales on their like pre-cut thingies. So I bought some solid-ish colors that I might be able to use for finishing things once I get some more done. So they're not full-on solids. They are textured, which will look really nice um, behind the stitching to kind of pull out the colors, whatever color. I really liked this teal. I think it's gonna look really nice with that the one I just finished. This one, that one. So there's that. Then they had ribbon at 40% off. So I don't typically do a lot of stuff with ribbon. Sorry, Trinkles. But with finishing ornaments, you kind of need ribbon. So I got a bunch of different ribbons, and not knowing exactly what colors I would be needing, I just grabbed a bunch of the thinner, not the super thin, but like the, what is this? This is 3/8. So it's thin, but it's not like super thin. Like it's visible. For like, there's some Halloween colors, there's some Christmas colors, there's some random colors that would go with different things. There's I like polka dots. Boyfriend doesn't like buffalo check, so I stayed away from anything buffalo check. But yeah, so I bought a bunch of different ones. They were all 40% off. So I didn't. The only thing I paid full price for was the floss. So I'm not doing too bad. But I stopped there today and picked up some stuff. I went for a handful of floss, and that's what I got. I got a bunch of stuff. I have one more thing to go through to show you guys. And so I've been watching a lot of different finishing videos, and I thought that some of the stuff was really cute, the way that people would finish things. So just before Christmas, we stopped at Walmart, and we got some last minute stocking stuffer stuff. And they had some of the stuff still out and available. So I picked up a bunch of these little doodads, miniature ornaments and stuff, to put on my ornaments. Some of these, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them at all. No idea. But I thought they were cute, and if I didn't get them now, when I went to make this stuff in the middle of summer, chances of being able to find stuff like this are probably very slim. So I grabbed a bunch of stuff. So I got that. I got these guys. And some of these, looking at them, I might add my own color to some of this stuff to make it work with the ornaments that I'm making. Because I think some of these are super cute, but I think some of them need just a little bit of something to make them go with what I am doing. And these are all just from Walmart. I've seen several people finish with stuff like this, with like bows and those hanging off of them and everything, and I think it's really cute. And I'm not into like really cute things, but I do like cute. Cute is good. It's Christmas. And then I got this little pack of wooden cutouts that I can paint, or I can leave them the way that they are and glue them onto a finished one. Like these little cars and trucks I think are super adorable, and those would go with a couple of the patterns that I got. And then of course there's reindeer and there's snowflakes, which are, the snowflakes are very generic. Those I could probably add to anything, paint them or leave them the way that they are and attach them to anything. So that, I'm looking around making sure that's everything. I believe it is. That is my haul. The last couple weeks, Christmas included. I didn't get a lot of stuff for Christmas. Oh, I did get one more project bag for Christmas that I left in the other room because there's nothing in it, and I forgot to grab it. But it's the one. It looks just like the resting Stitch face. It's the same bag, but it's the one that says, this is proof that I can stab something 4,000 times. So, yeah, it's super cute. Totally my personality. So, yeah, I think that's it. I will probably be doing another video, probably about 2 weeks. I'm shooting for about 2 weeks. I don't think I might, no promises, but I might come back on and show you whatever progress I made from 12 by 12. I was thinking about doing WIPGO this year, but looking back and seeing, like, you know, with school and everything, I don't think I want to do WIPGO. I don't think I want to put pressure on myself to finish stuff or have plans for anything. I think I would much rather just stitch on whatever I feel like stitching on, or use my little tiny decisions tool, which if you guys have not seen this is actually that's probably what I'm going to do for my WIPGO. Let me just show you guys this really quick. I showed it before, but so this is Tiny Decisions app. It's a free app, and basically you create a list, and it creates a little spin wheel, and so it spins, and this is probably how I'm going to decide what projects in what order, because you can set it to not do the same one twice. So this is probably how I'm going to decide what order to stitch stuff in for New Year's Eve. But I have all of my current whips and a couple that I plan to start on my whip wheel. Then, oops, sorry, I keep drifting. Then I also have on here a couple new start stuff. So start new non-holiday stitch is one of the options. Because in case you haven't noticed, I stitch a lot of holiday stuff. But I do like other things. I just don't stitch them, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, sorry. That's, yeah, I got finishes. I had some whips. I have some haul. That's pretty much it for me. This video was a little bit longer than I intended it to be, but I knew there was a lot of stuff to show you from the all the stuff that I've gotten in the last couple weeks. So I wanted to make sure that I kind of showed that before I put it away. So again, if you've watched me before, thanks for stopping by again. I appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so other people get suggested to watch my videos. I appreciate it very much. If you got through this video, let me again say, if you are interested in getting those patterns, I will be giving away 2 of them. Put cat in a comment below. Make sure that you subscribe to my video, and you're 18 or older. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do U.S. residents only, simply because of shipping issues. So if you live in the U.S., you're 18 or older, and you're subscribed to my channel, put a comment below that says cat in it, and in 2 weeks, when I post an update, my next Flosstube video, well, not my next, because I think I might do one in between, 2 weeks, I will do a random condom picker if I need to. And I will pick a couple people to get those patterns, and I will briefly show that one more time. So if you're interested in those, leave a comment below, and you might get them. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.